Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Despite the controversy that followed The Bachelor season 29, I believe Grant, Ellis and Juliana Pasquarosa are in love, and I hope they marry. Grant and Juliana met on the first night of The Bachelor season 29, and despite not being the frontrunner, villain, or most dramatic cast member, she eventually won Grant's heart. He proposed at the final rose ceremony after splitting up with Lisha. Since their engagement, Grant and Juliana have been immersed in controversy. Lisha has expressed her displeasure with Grant, and Juliana has reacted angrily, taking some of Lisha's remarks personally. However, considering Juliana's deep feelings for Grant, I believe her sentiments are understandable. Furthermore, Grant has stood by her side throughout it all, which speaks well for their relationship. ABC's The Bachelor has a famously low success record, with few couples getting married. Typically, this would imply that Grant and Juliana will likely split up in the future. However, the lovebirds are still together weeks after their season concluded, which may appear little or minor, but is a success in Bachelor Nation. Grant and Juliana are still in a relationship, which may signal that they are committed for the long haul. Furthermore, Grant has stood by Juliana throughout the incident and any unpleasant TikTok comments that have come her way. Loyalty is a vital attribute in a love partner, and I believe Grant has demonstrated his loyalty to Juliana. Juliana has received a lot of criticism since The Bachelor season 29 concluded. She was furious with how Lisha handled the split and how she used Juliana's name as a dig at Grant. Juliana agreed with Nick Viall when he asked if she believed Lisha was a mean girl on the Viall Files podcast. Juliana believed Lisha was being cruel towards Grant on purpose and wanted to defend her partner. On the one hand, Juliana obviously shouldn't be mocking a woman who had her heart crushed on public television, but Juliana's devotion to Grant is laudable and demonstrates their close bond. I believe Grant and Juliana have a decent probability of marrying because they share important principles and adore each other. They both prioritize family and developing close bonds with their future children, and they are compatible with each other's families. Lisha wants to marry and have children right away, while Grant and Juliana are happy to take their love slowly. Only time will tell whether Grant and Juliana, from The Bachelor, marry. I think they have an excellent chance of making it. Despite the controversy that followed The Bachelor season 29, I believe Grant, Ellis and Juliana Pasquarosa are genuinely in love, and I hope they marry. Their relationship has sparked debate, especially after the show's dramatic finale, but beneath the headlines and social media commentary lies a love story with potential. Grant and Juliana met on the first night of The Bachelor season 29. She wasn't the frontrunner, villain, or most dramatic cast member. In fact, many fans didn't notice her in the early episodes. But slowly and steadily, she built a connection with Grant. It was subtle at first, a shared glance, a private laugh, a moment of quiet understanding during a chaotic group date. Over time, their chemistry deepened, culminating in Grant's decision to choose Juliana over fan favorite Lisha. He proposed to Juliana at the final rose ceremony, and their engagement marked the beginning of a new chapter filled with love, scrutiny, and growth. Since their engagement, Grant and Juliana have been immersed in controversy. Much of it centers around Lisha, who was visibly heartbroken after being let go. Her fans rallied behind her, questioning Grant's decision and casting doubt on Juliana's intentions. Lisha herself expressed disappointment with Grant and, by extension, with Juliana. What might have been a bittersweet parting turned into a series of emotionally charged interviews and social media posts. Juliana, understandably, reacted emotionally. She took some of Lisha's remarks personally and wasn't afraid to push back. However, I believe Juliana's response wasn't just reactive, it was deeply rooted in her love for Grant. When someone you love is attacked, whether fairly or unfairly, it's only natural to come to their defense. Juliana's passionate response might not have been the most measured, but it demonstrated a fierce loyalty. Grant, to his credit, didn't shy away from the backlash. He stood by Juliana, defended her on podcasts, and posted supportive messages online. He didn't distance himself when things got tough. He chose her, again and again, which speaks volumes about the foundation of their relationship. It's important to note that the Bachelor franchise doesn't have the strongest track record when it comes to lasting love. With only a handful of successful marriages over dozens of seasons, many view these engagements as fleeting. But Grant and Juliana are defying the odds. Weeks after the finale, they are still together. In Bachelor Nation, that in itself is a milestone. Their continued commitment hints at something real, something enduring. Their bond seems to be growing stronger in the face of adversity. Grant has continued to publicly support Juliana, brushing off hateful TikTok comments and snide remarks from critics. Loyalty is a vital attribute in any love partner, and Grant has proven time and time again that he possesses it. That kind of steadfastness is not only rare but incredibly valuable, especially for a couple emerging from the spotlight of reality TV. Juliana has borne the brunt of criticism since the season concluded. Many painted her as cold or unfeeling for how she handled Lisha's pain. The truth is more complex. Juliana was in love and overjoyed to be engaged, and the timing of Lisha's public reactions, while understandable, cast a shadow over her moment. During an appearance on the Viall Files podcast, Juliana agreed with host Nick Viall when he suggested Lisha had been acting like a mean girl. Juliana elaborated, stating that she believed Lisha was being intentionally cruel to Grant, and she felt the need to defend him. While some believe she crossed a line, others see this as further proof of how devoted she is to her fiancé. One could argue that Juliana should have taken the high road, that she should have remained silent or offered compassion to Lisha. But I also believe that her honesty and willingness to speak up, even when it wasn't popular, reveal a woman who is unapologetically herself. That trait, combined with her deep love for Grant, is something I admire. Grant and Juliana seem to share important values, particularly when it comes to family. Both have spoken about their desire to raise children, to build a future that isn't rushed but rooted in genuine connection. While Lisha expressed a strong desire to get married and have children immediately, Grant and Juliana are more comfortable taking things slowly. This shared pace and mutual understanding bode well for the longevity of their relationship. Compatibility with each other's families has also played a significant role. Juliana reportedly has a strong bond with Grant's sister, Taylor Ellis, who has been openly supportive of the couple. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.